Hello, everyone. Welcome to JamFit Live. It is day 4. It's day 4 in Eugene, and already we have had some really good races. Up next on the track is the 200 meters for men. And of course, we have had a good evening last night with the 1, 2, 3 by our female stars. So welcome one and all. The first heat of the 200 is on. Heat 1 for the men's 200, and it is, well, looks like Jerome. No, it's Fanbule from all right. So the men's heat is already up on us. That was heat 1 of the 200 meters. So last night was a very good race. Jamaica 1, 2, 3. That's the third time Jamaica had a clean sweep. Fourth time if we add the men's 200 in London. And let me tell you what's coming up in the 200 meters for men. Jamaica is in heat 3. Akeem Bloomfield is in heat 3. Not sure if Johan Blake is going to be running because I think he wasn't feeling 100%, but he's supposed to run in heat 5. And then we have Rashid Dwyer in heat 7 of the 100 for men. So, yes, so we had a clean sweep last night in the 100. Shelly-Ann Fraser winning her 5th world title. So for those who doubted her, well, she won her 5th title. But I don't understand the split in the Jamaican fan base. You know, I know you have your favorites and stuff, but obviously I called Elaine Thompson as, you know, she was my race favorite. And I had people calling my phone today as if, you know, I'd done something terribly wrong by saying that Elaine could win. I had one woman calling my phone telling me, oh, you see Shelly win, your girl lose. I mean, they're all Jamaicans. They're all Jamaicans at the end of the day, and irrespective of what order they come, 1, 2, or 3. The woman called my phone and tell me, oh, you see, Elaine lose. Shelly win. Elaine have a bad character and all these things. I mean, come on, we can support all of them and not necessarily tear down the other. You understand? I mean, like the comments on Track Alert and those, not Track Alert, but like Real Track and Field and I Love Track and Field, like the Facebook groups. It was all about people just ripping apart Elaine Thompson, like, you know, it's like a war between the athletes. At the end of the day, it's a competition. It's an individual competition, but it's also a team competition. So if Elaine comes third and Jamaica comes second and Jamaica win, then for Jamaicans and the Jamaican fan base, it's a good thing, you know? I don't get this World War III between the fans of the athletes, and sometimes it make it so negative, man. It's like they kill the spirit of this thing sometimes. The woman call me phone, big up yourself, mixing with the Mofats. Long and short of it, I feel the same. Because I'm Jamaican. Yeah. It no matter which one win. I mean, we all have our favorite for whatever reasons. Probably because me and Elaine go to the same school and like come from close to the same community. Me I go root for her more, but it don't mean so me I go tear down Shelly or try if you say Shelly not great or you see what I say? Mofat in the building. What up, Jam Fett? All is well. All is well, just taking in the running, the excitement. I mean, a lot of the track and field Facebook groups, they're really negative and nasty. It gets really nasty, especially between like the Jamaican fans and the American fans. And that you can understand because there's like a rivalry between Jamaica and the US. But like Jamaica versus Jamaica, I don't see why we should, you know, be pushing this hot pot mentality. Somebody will call me, oh, your sister Elaine celebrate with them. Of course the woman celebrate with them. And I mean, after you run a race and you're tired and you lose, you probably, the first thing that comes to your head is probably not to run and hug up your competitors, you know? CDE is backstage. Let me welcome CDE.
Good night. Well gone. Blow on fire. Come on, drop down the blocks.
Who was that?
Brown. That looks to be the American athlete. Brown. His blocks shifted. So that could be a fast start for him, you know.
Well,
I'm just
very
waiting.
skeptical. Yeah?
Waiting on confirmation when them turn on.
Yeah, the blocks moved.
Oh, it's the Canadian athlete, Brown.
Yeah. The blocks clearly moved that time. I've never seen that in the history of my watching.
I've never seen it.
And it adds to the drama of these blocks and the starting that we have seen so far. So it's the second semifinals. Aaron Brown from Canada. His blocks literally move, and the man, that could have been dangerous, you know.
Yeah. Could have caused serious injury.
The blocks literally move back way. John Fett, we need to stay out of the racers' business, says mixing with the Mofats. Welcome, everyone. Please give us a thumbs up as you come in. For those who are not seeing it live, we're going to keep you up to date. CDE is ahead of us all, and he's predicting the future for us.
All right, they're back in the blocks. Set. And they're off. And he actually got a brilliant start this time. He's actually in front based on the stagger. Coming into the home stretch. He's now fall back to third. I can't make out the athlete on the outside in lane 8. But lane 3 seems to be the winner. The Canadian second. Richards winner, Brown second. Izuka, the Japanese athlete, came in third.
All right, so
Richards is the Trinidadian. So the Caribbean doing well here. You know,
Yeah, so
mixing, you know, with that thing that, you know, say, at the fans, them always a drive wedge between the athlete, them.
yeah.
All the athletes are good, you know, it's just the fans, them, at predict them own thing and I say things, you know, and I drive wedge, virtual wedge between the athletes. Nothing wrong with them.
And sometimes when the fans don't know, them just try to fill in the blanks. Because then we see
Yeah,
like, all right, Elaine might walk one direction and Shelly might walk the other, and then people just assume, say,
them start
them not
assume things.
talk. And, I mean, them not have to be friends, you know. They don't have to be friends, not because they're, somebody was saying that they noticed that they're not following each other on Instagram and all them stuff. Most of these
Nonsense.
Instagram pages are not even run by the athletes themselves.
No.
You understand? So, not looking to see who is following who and stuff, it's neither here nor there. I mean, at the end of the day, they're rivals. Because one thing about track and field, it's an individual sport. It's just you want to know the training and suffering that you go through to get ready and to be on that day. And when you see somebody like Dina Asher-Smith crying because she came fourth and, you know, running at 10.8 and still not medaling, then you understand how this thing goes.
I have a lot of respect for that girl, you know, Dina Asher-Smith.
Very graceful girl, very graceful athlete.
It's just unfortunate that in her time she might never actually grace the podium. Well,
Yeah.
in an individual event.
Well, I mean, she did win the 200 at the last World Champs, which,
Yeah, but
you know,
not for
but
the near future. I don't see it
yeah,
happening right now based on the athletes we have.
yeah, it's almost that Roger Federer, Andy Murray,
Yeah,
Djokovic situation. You have the big four, but then you have three who are just dominating, you know. But she's really graceful, and Moffat is saying we just have to assume as fans based on Elaine and Shelly and body language, it may come across as shady because they don't, but because they don't know. Yeah, I mean, especially like sprinting, it's like a boxing race, you know. You go in there, you want to win. Because traditionally, now things have changed, but traditionally only like the winners used to get money at the World Championships, you know, before this opened up the package to all the athletes getting a share of the pie. But once upon a time, it was only the winner. So you come second or third, you ain't getting anything. Only the winner, or if you break a world record, you would get something. That's why it was called amateur athletics, IAAF, you know.
well, they're collecting a nice little change, you know, for each win.
Like I saw another post in the track and field group today criticizing Shelley and Fraser Price, saying that Serena Williams marketed herself and is worth 20 odd million, and Shelley is only worth 5 million in terms of her net worth. But you can't compare tennis with track and field. The
Can't.
sponsorship levels of tennis is just out of this world. I mean, one world title, you're talking about like $1 million in winning like a Grand Slam or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hugh is back with us saying Dina Asher-Smith is a Jamaican strive. So when we see those stallion take off, she felt it. Definitely. So the next heat is going to be interesting because we have the kid who many is saying is the one who will threaten Usain Bolt's record.
Aaron Pinier
is up against Akeem Bloomfield.
Mm-hmm.
So Bloomfield is one of those who we probably expected more from, but who seems to be having a little bit of difficulty transitioning to the senior level. And for some reason, our female athletes transition better to the senior level than, say, our male athletes. Not sure why. But Knighton is in this one. Akeem Bloomfield is in lane 2. Knighton is in lane 3.
Well, we're going to see what he's made of now.
I mean, when you look at Amit Steiner, you know Steiner is going to be marketed so well because a white American sprinter who is so fast. She's going to be like the face of track and field. Sha'Carri could have been that person, but I think Sha'Carri messed up and didn't really back up her performances. But look out for Abby Steiner being the poster girl of track and field for the next few years. I will get a chance to see her a little later on today. World record is 19.919 by Bolt. Knighton has gone.
I don't see him getting that. All right, so they're off. Well, Knighton is already up on everybody in the stagger. Akeem Bloomfield don't seem to be making any progress. As a matter of fact, he looks to be going backwards. And the South African is coming second to Knighton. I think Akeem came in 5th or 6th. 5th. So it's Knighton, Adams, Mitchell Blake, Martinez, Bloomfield, and the other two.
And this is a disappointing performance for Bloomfield because
very
this
disappointing.
Is a heat.
And the time for this heat was 20.01. Unofficial.
Knighton looked very comfortable, extremely comfortable that time. And
I expected a lot more from Akeem Bloomfield.
Well, I mean, I think he has gone backwards in his development. I'm not sure where he's being coached at the moment, but certainly how he looked a few months ago compared to now, a few years ago compared to now, it's like he has gone backward. So I'm not sure what's happening with Bloomfield there. But Knighton is also one. I think the Americans went through a period of drought with their track and field, and I think they're coming back now. Certainly the sprinting is coming back. The women sprinting, even though the Jamaicans dominated, there were quite a number of Americans pushing below the surface, running 10.8s and 10.9s. And of course, on the male side, we have quite a number of, well, you saw it, the Americans swept the men's 100. Now we have Knighton looking comfortable for the 200.
Yeah, Mixon, I know the athletes are trained overseas not doing so wonderful. And it's showing.
Yeah, they were making the point that Kimber Nelson had a very long and tiring collegiate season because in the US, the collegiate level, it's like champs. They will squeeze out everything out of you, and they're not necessarily thinking about you going pro. They're thinking about you, helping the name of the college to do well.
Did you get to see the marathon this morning?
Didn't get to see the marathon.
Jesus. Why? I still don't understand why somebody would want to be running at that, like 30 kilometers for like 2 hours straight. I can't see the purpose. What's it proving? I don't know why there's still a marathon. But to each his own. Actually, saw one of the athletes this morning. She ran and she just couldn't go no more. She had to stop.
Mm.
And they said she was on pace for world record based on how far she was going.
Wow.
And she had to just stop. There was nothing
So
left.
Bloomfield's time was 20.56 for fifth in that heat.
That won't be enough.
It's going to be very weak considering that there are 7 heats. It's the first of 3 heats plus the next 3 fastest times who will qualify. So I think that's it for Bloomfield.
Yeah, man, that should be it. They were even saying Martinez is looking a bit sketchy. Martinez came in fourth, so.
Right.
So if he's looking sketchy, then you know how it go for the next person in line. So Heat 4 is coming up, and we do have anybody in Heat 4.
Bednarik from the US is there. There's Fall from France. I met Fall actually in the stadium in France at the Diamond League.
Yeah,
But I remember this name because his name being Fall was a bit
right. I think the US athlete will have this one as well. So there's another US athlete going to go through from this round. And then the 5th heat now we have Curly going up against Blake.
Moffat saying I think they should study overseas but train in Jamaica.
That would be very difficult. That would be very, very difficult. That will require a lot of traveling back and forth.
I think with the emergence of the different track clubs across Jamaica, that's a good thing for track and field, local track and field.
Yeah. Well, you don't want an abundance of them in that, then it's just going to be. You're going to be just everybody is going to start a track club.
Yeah, well, that's what we're seeing now to a certain extent. Some are doing well. Like Elite is doing very well. MVP continues to shine, especially as far as sprinting is concerned.
But what that essentially does it creates bad blood.
Yeah, because it's rival.
Right, you're going to find a whole pair of rivals starting to go on.
And you'll find the rivalry with the sponsorships as well, because certain sponsors might want to sponsor a particular club more than another.
So Heat 4 is off. The US athlete seems to be up on everybody already in the home stretch. This is who now?
It's Bednarik from the US, Kenneth Bednarik.
No. He came second. Ogando. The dumb rep athlete came first. Bednarik came second. Oragot came third. That's the Ugandan. And
the French guy seems.
And the time again is 20.01 unofficial. So that's his national record.
And Dominican Republic is also doing something good as well.
Yeah.
Dominican Republic is doing something good with their track program. We saw them winning the 4x4 mixed. We saw also Paulinho in the 400 women. She looked very solid. She looked as if she could challenge Shawnee Miller, Weibo, for that gold. And now we have Ogando.
More fact, they tried to draw you out on a track and field program, but Man United.
Oh Jesus. My God.
But I really want to go down that road and know more fact. Big and serious.
We're just watching the transfer market to see what what they're going to do. Not impressed so far with their acquisitions, to be honest. Is Ericsson an upgrade on Bruno Fernandes? I don't know. We should have got Ericsson 7 years ago.
Yeah, then that would have served us better.
You know?
Just to give everybody an update as well, Costa Rica, Jamaica in the third place playoff. It's 70 minutes, 0-0. All right, so the placings of this one is Ogando came first, 20.01, Benderick second, 20.35, and Argot third in 20.44.
And the next heat will be of Jamaican interest because we are going to see whether or not Johan Blake will actually face the starter's gun. There was a big doubt over his participation earlier today.
I think he's going to go. If he's going to make it top 3, then that's a different story. Although based on the field, he should. Because the only real challenge is Curly.
So for that one, we have Murphy of Australia is in lane 2. Blake is in lane 3. Fred Curly, the 100 champion, he's in lane 4. And I think Fred Curly is actually a better 200 runner than a 100.
Yeah.
Dan Bealey of South Africa, he's in 5. Switzerland's Reyes is in 6. And then Nigerians Chodi is in 7. And Eseme from Cameroon is in lane 8. So we'll have to watch lane 4 with Fred Curly. And Johan Blake, he's in lane 3.
Hi, Arlene.
Arlene, greetings to you. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, funny story that Jamfet. They said Johan Blake pulled off a Shakari on the reporters when he lost, because he just ran straight past him.
Yeah, I think the question that we have to ask sometimes, it's the decision making from these athletes who decide to change their coaches. I mean, we don't know the sufferation that they go through with their coaches. Like, nobody knows the real reason why Blake decided to leave Glen Mills and Racers. But I don't think we could say that he has progressed since leaving, you know.
I don't think he has.
I think Shelley Fraser left Stephen Francis. I think the coach at Elite, that Stets coach, his name is slipping me at the moment. He's a very good coach. He's an excellent coach.
Is it Mark?
And you can see where Shelley has progressed in her race. Elaine, it's difficult to analyze and assess Elaine because, like we said, she had a slight injury, but she too has changed coaches and has changed programs, and it's very difficult. You still need a good coach, even if you're a top athlete. And oftentimes the best athletes have the best coaches, you know, who are able to tell you that Moffat is saying Blake needs to retire. You don't think he has not progressed? Yeah, he hasn't progressed since leaving Glen Mills. In fact, I find that his racing is a lot more untidy. He's all over the place when he starts a race. I mean, Blake was never a smooth sprinter like Asafa Powell. But I don't remember him being this all over the place with his transition from the dry phase to, you know, hitting that top end speed. I don't see it. He seems a bit, it's almost like he's falling out of the blocks each time he starts a race. So clearly that's a coaching problem, you know, and your coach has to make certain decisions. For example, should Blake be this fragile? Should he be even doubling?
All right, we have them in the blocks. They're off. Curly is out. Blake is out. The South African athlete on the outside seems to be going very well. Blake is up on the stagger. And he's starting to fade. And I told you, it looks like he just barely made third. Yeah, barely made third. So Curly, 20.17. Curly, 20.17 took that one. The athlete in lane 4, which is Curly.
Yeah, Blake gets in third there, so he will qualify, but clearly not going to have a good lane. Fred Curly, very easy. He didn't get into his running until in the latter stages of that race, but he's easy, Fred Curly. And we're actually getting a smile from Curly, which is not something that happens often.
Yeah, don't happen very often. And again, you can see the expression on your face. It don't look comfortable. It doesn't look comfortable.
Yeah.
And I think he actually had a slight stumble at the start as well.
Yeah, it must be difficult for Johan Blake, you know. Second fastest runner over 100 and 200 meters. He was the one who was thought by many to be the heir apparent to Usain Bolt. Hasn't quite happened for him. He has only one world title. And it was a pleasant surprise seeing how well he did at the national trials, but he struggled there to make third. He will move on to the next round, but it's going to be very difficult for him to make
he
the
just
final.
barely made it.
Yeah. Taylor's family.
On the outside here.
Hey guys, blessings to you all. Welcome, Taylor's family.
Hi, Taylor's.
And Cunningham is saying that, sorry fans, but Blake is a failure.
I think he's saying give it up, Johan.
Yeah. So Blake just edging out the Nigerian athlete for third to qualify. Akeem Bloomfield is out. He finished 5th in his heat, but that time will not get him to progress to the finals, to the semifinals.
I'm just looking at heat 6. Heat 6. Do we have anyone in heat 6?
No, we have someone in heat 7. Heat 6 is
Rashid Dwyer.
Dwyer is in 7, but heat 6 will be interesting because there's Andre Degrasse. Degrasse is in lane 2. Gemily is in lane 3, former European champion.
Dangerous athlete.
Yeah. He's also one of those who always manages to make the finals, Gemily.
Mm-hmm.
British athlete.
As well as Degrasse, but
yeah, and Degrasse is another one who we expected a lot from and who hasn't really done it, has he? So let me give you, we're currently having the men's 200, but we're also having the women's 200 that's coming up in a few minutes' time. I am going to, as a matter of fact, that's coming up in 20 minutes' time, the women's 200. I'm going to give you the line Shericka Jackson, she is in Heat 1. So just as though she was in Heat 1 of the 100, she's in Heat 1 of the 200. Shericka Jackson, she's in Heat 1. I'm not seeing anybody really who should challenge her in Heat 1 there. Heat 2, let's see who is in Heat 2. Elaine Thompson is in Heat 2. Elaine Thompson will be running from lane 8 in Heat 2. And there is Masilingi, who is back. So, guys, Masilingi is back. Thought she was injured. She's from Namibia. You know, Namibia has two dangerous women in Masilingi and Mboma. Masilingi is in Heat 2 with Elaine Thompson. Both Mboma and Masilingi were injured earlier in the season. And of course, you know, the controversy surrounding these athletes who are said to be DSD athletes, which are athletes who produce a lot of male hormones, if you will. And they were prevented from running the 400 meters and the 800 meters. So they're saying that, you know, the only option is to run the sprint because it's thought that like testosterone doesn't really give you an advantage in the sprints, or they can run like from the 5,000. So we saw where Caster Semenya could not run anymore because of her testosterone levels, and she refused to take any steroids. But Masilingi is here. Mboma is not. Mboma is still injured. Masilingi made it, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes.
So the Italian won this heat, the Heat 6. Filippo Tartu. Second is, I'm waiting for that to come out. And I took it down so I couldn't get to see it. But Tartu won the heat.
Testosterone girls. I was saying last night, Moffat, that I had a problem with some of the appearance of some of these women who seem a little bit on the masculine side, you know, masculine side. It's a problem because they do have an unfair advantage. So Shericka Jackson is in Heat 1. Thompson is in Heat 2. Heat 3 has Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is in Heat 3. So the Jamaicans are in the first 3 heats. And then Heat 4, there's Asha Smith in Heat 4. In Heat 5, we have Abby Steiner. So we'll get a chance to see the American poster girl, Abby Steiner, in the 5th heat. And there are 6 heats. So Heat 6 will have Prandini from the US and Anthony Strawn, in terms of the names that we can clearly recognize. So Heat 1, Shericka Jackson. Heat 2, Elaine Thompson versus Masilingi. And Heat 3 will be Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce versus Marie-Josée Ta-Lou.
And the name you were trying to remember is Ronaldo Walcott. He's the head coach at Elite.
Yes. And he's doing a brilliant job, and the atmosphere at Elite seems so positive. You know, it seems a lot, well, based on what we saw on camera, but we don't know what happens behind the scene. But even Shelly-Ann, she seemed a lot happier at Elite than she did at MVP. So that's the women's race. That's coming up in 15 minutes. But there's still one more Jamaican to compete in the 200 meters. The male sprinting, the men's team is not doing well. Well, you know what we mean by not doing well in Jamaica. By our standards, I mean, qualifying for the world champs, that is already doing well. But by our standards, in terms of qualifying for finals, it's not so positive on the men's side. But on a more positive note, there are 3 Jamaicans in the long jump, in the triple jump final for women. There's Achilles Smith, there is Shanika Ricketts, and Kimberly Williams. So they're lining up in the triple jump final, which starts in an hour's time, in 45 minutes time to be precise. So let's hope one of those 3, or even all 3, could medal. Question: can the USA break the 4x1 record?
No. That won't happen. Not this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be too far. I mean, remember when that record was broken by Jamaica, you had Blake, who was running 9.6, Bolt was running 9.5. Who were the others on it? The others were running 9.8. So
yeah, it's gonna be difficult to break that record right now.
and also I'm not convinced by the speed of this pitch. I don't think it's a fast pitch.
The track is very slow.
Yeah, the track is not so fast.
So we have Heat 7 on the track now. And I just see them had the at least line up for the high jump. I know the fate for that would be Barshim.
From
The
Qatar.
Qatar athlete. Right. Yeah, Freighter was running 9.9. So there's no way. I don't see that record going now.
And I think even Usain Bolt's record, I think it's not really under threat from Knighton, at least not yet.
But to tell you the truth, this will be the best year for Knighton to break it, because he's in the best shape.
Yeah. But we know that 19.4 one, it's not as close as we think,
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Cunningham is saying USA won't break that record. They aren't fast enough. So here we have the next heat. This one has Rashid Dwyer.
And this is Noah Lyles as well. So Dwyer is already up on the athlete outside him, going very well. Noah Lyles is also up there. So Lyles seems to be pulling away. Dwyer is second. And the athlete outside Dwyer is G of China. So Lyles, Dwyer, and G. 1998. 9.98. And Dwyer looks spent. He's down. He looks spent.
So it's actually very hot here in Paris. We're having a heat wave, actually 39 degrees Celsius at the moment. I'm just trying to keep hydrated, So Dwyer looking to come second in that one. And Lyles, well. He's the American champion.
Did I see a bit of showboat in there? Let me take a look again from the front on view. Because he did look like he looked across and he was calling them. Yeah. You see that?
No, I'm not seeing that.
Wait until this is the front on replay.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it now. Oh. Well,
Our thing is to show off, bring disgrace, you know.
and I think he was very happy to have won that 200 at the American trials against Knighton, but we know that, yeah, he was calling them, he was showboating and laughing about it as well.
If I can switch and see if I can get a bit of the football here.
So, guys, in 8 minutes' time, it will be the women's 200 races. We have seen the heats from the men. Blake and Dwyer progress to the semifinals, albeit not very convincingly. I think at this stage, it's really to see whether or not we'll have a finalist.
It looks very, very sticky.
It's difficult to say where any medal will come from the men's team. It's
as I heard, persons are penciling us down for the for 11 medals, and I couldn't see it. One of our shortest medals didn't partake in the final, which was Hansa
right.
Parchment.
The relay, we didn't get a. Did we get a medal in the mixed relay? No.
I don't think so.
No, we didn't. So, where are our medals coming from? We have 3 so far. We'll probably get another 2 in the 200. I'm not so sure about the sweep in the 200 because Asher Smith is a better 200 runner. Avi Steiner is looking good.
Yeah, but here, I don't think they have enough to overhaul the Jamaican ladies. So I'm actually foreseeing another sweep. We know Sherika is good at 2 because she has the strength for the 4.
Will definitely medal. Can Shelley medal in the 200?
I don't see why not.
I suppose she'll be very fired up to.
Elaine is a better 2 than a 1.
Yeah. All right, we need to get rid of this person.
Where is coming from, man?
Mixing is saying we started a Z team for the
mixed relays.
For the mixed relays. I think given that our quarter mile pool is not so strong, we could have, gambled on a goal for the mixed relays by sending a stronger team. Especially on the men's side. I think that for the women's 4x4, we could medal there. With McLeod, McPherson, Cherokee Young, even though Young, I'm not so sure if Young qualified as a fastest loser. I'm going to check that for you guys.
That's in what the 400?
In the 400 for women.
Those events are running tomorrow.
So McLeod made it. McPherson made it. And yes, Young qualified. Cherokee Young qualified as a fastest loser. So she's going to be in lane 2. So we have 3 women in the semifinals for the 400. So, I mean, we do have a shot at the 400, 4x4.
Just another update. We're now in the 5th minute of added time in the second half. It's still 0-0 between Costa Rica and Jamaica, third place playoff.
And Mixon is asking who ran the first leg for the mixed relay for Jamaica.
I'd have to go back and check it.
I'll let you know in a minute. It was Demish Gay to Tiffany James to Kareem Barthley to Stacey and Williams. That was the lineup. Demish Gay. You can't miss Demish Gay's unorthodox style of running, you know. And Jamaica came 5th in the mixed relay behind Poland. USA got bronze. Alyssa Felix getting a bronze there. Netherlands got the silver, and the Dominican Republic. In Dominican Republic, they were smart because they had Ogando and Paulinho, who are their 2 best quarter milers in the 4x4. So they put their best runners in mixed relay, and it worked because they got a gold medal.
All right, so we have the ladies on the track now for the 200 heats.
The heat 1 is Shericka Jackson. She's in lane 5. So guys, remember to give us a thumbs up. Remember to thumbs up the live.
This should be an easy heat for her.
So it's now time for the women. 200 meters for women. Heat 1 now on the track. And Shericka Jackson, I think it would be fair to say that she is the favorite for the 200 meters.
This girl has a nice gap. Or the young.
All right, so they're still not yet off. It's Odi Young is enjoying herself there. Shericka Jackson, she ran 21.55 this season, which is the world leading time, and just outside of Elaine Thompson's world national record, I should say. Well, some would say the world record, but
yeah. All right, into the blocks they go. Every time I see that Flo Joe name that come up, I don't know why that right wipe off it. Set position. They're off. And Sherika has already covered the athlete outside her. And the one outside her. And easing down in the straight. Now jogging to the finish line. Leaving everyone for dead. Flash time is 22.34. So Jackson Suarez and Kadari in that order. Kadari, I think, is the Mexican athlete.
And Jackson had everybody covered by 60 meters in that race.
Easy.
So easy.
She's going to be very hard to beat in the 200. Very hard to beat.
Yeah, Sherika is going to be extremely hard to beat, especially given that I'm not sure that Elaine Thompson is totally fit.
Is this lane order correct? Elaine is out in lane 8?
Yes, she is in lane 8 for the heat.
Wow. So she won't know where anybody is until the straight.
Well, I guess when your name is Elaine Thompson, it doesn't matter which lane you're in, to be honest.
Yeah. Lorraine Martins. I'm not seeing any threat in this race either.
Yeah, only Masalinga should maybe qualify from this one. Masalinga is in lane 6. Thompson Era is in lane 8. Well, we'll get an idea as to how Elaine is feeling at the moment.
So am I only seeing 2 American athletes for the 200 meters? Tamara Clark.
Well, there's
Abby Steiner is 3. Abby Steiner and Prandini. Right, okay. I was just making sure. So Shelly's going up against Talu and probably Christine Rosa in that heat. I'm not seeing much threat in that heat either.
Yeah, Talu should qualify easily. Must be difficult to be like Asha Smith and Talu because they're really talented, really fast, and yet they find themselves always at the foot of the podium, you know?
Yes. Shelly, hair color change again. Full green. I should follow the week then though.
So if you're here for the first time, guys, you can hit that subscription button and support the channel by giving us a thumbs up, if you will. So we saw the men's race earlier, and now we're watching the women's heats of the 200 meters. Sherika Jackson was easy. It was a Sunday afternoon walk in the park.
Easy stroll.
And now Elaine Thompson will get a chance to respond.
We're getting shots of the high jump currently going on. That's the final of the high jump.
And me, I'm seeing the marathon shots here. So just to give you guys an idea of the things to come in terms of what we can look forward to as Jamaicans. So today we're doing the 200 meters, the 200 meters heat. Tomorrow, it will be the semifinals for the women's and men's 200 meters and the 400 meter final for men. Remember, in the 400 meter finals, Jahil Hyde is there. He's going to be in lane 7, so he's running tomorrow. In that final, we'll have the men and women's 200 semifinals. So provided that all goes well for our women, we expect to have all 3 there. And then on tomorrow is what? Tuesday. So on Wednesday, it's going to be the semifinals for the 400 men and women, and also the 400 hurdles semifinal. And then it's going to be the finals of the women's 200 meters is going to be on Thursday. All right, so there's a rest day between well, am I seeing it right? I'm looking at it from the French time, but yeah.
There's going to be a day when there's I think it's day 8 or day 7.
So well, it's gonna be Thursday for you, but it's gonna be Friday for me. That's where I'm making my mistake. All right, so because remember, I am already
Friday is going to be the day 8.
Right. So for me, I'm already in Tuesday, which is your
so
Monday.
The heat is off. Heat is off. Elaine seems to be pushing out very well. Masalingi is coming up on her inside into the straight now and easing down after about 60 meters out. Masalinga making a push. So Masalinga will get first, Elaine second. Flash time is 22.28.
All right, so as expected, Masalingi will bring some challenge to the Jamaicans. Masalingi, one of the controversial athletes, we have to say. Elaine Thompson just running it easily. You need to be in the top 3 to qualify. And, well, Masalingi looked very comfortable. I can tell you that.
Elaine is down at about 60 meters out. So.
And Masalingi could be awesome in the Jamaican camp because she looked really solid. And we know the controversy that surrounds Masalingi. She's going to want to do something special in the absence of Mboma for the Namibians. So that should be interesting. But both ladies qualifying and Elaine finishing second, she'll be fine in terms of a lane draw. So she won't be too concerned about that result. But she got a brilliant start.
Yeah, but I think Masalingi had to make a lot of the running, and Elaine just eased down. So I'm not looking too much into that. Elaine did ease down about 60 meters out.
Yeah, Elaine wasn't pushing herself, and that's experience there. You know, at this level, the most important thing is to qualify and to get a good lane. So
give me a second here.
No need to use up all your energy, because when you have 3 rounds of the 100 in your legs, you need to conserve a bit of your energy. So Elaine doing just that. Masilingi from Namibia taking that one, the second heat. Sherika Jackson comfortable in the first heat. And what do you guys think? Because now there's a big debate about who should start the 4x1, whether Kemba Nelson should be in the squad or whether they should go back to Brianna Williams. So that's going to be an interesting debate as far as the Jamaican fans are concerned for that 4x1. We do have a chance to at least attack that 4x1 record, but we need to make sure that we have a team that can. So are we comfortable with Kemba Nelson starting that relay, or should we stick to what has worked in the past, which is Brianna Williams? That's going to be an interesting debate as far as the women's 4x1 is concerned. In terms of medals, we can look to the 200 to get maybe another 2 medals. Wishful thinking would say all 3, but I mean, there is Abby Steiner and there is Masilingi, who are strong, who could challenge. I think maybe Shelly-Ann Fraser is probably our weakest 200 runner. So that could be interesting to see whether or not Shelly could resist, you know, especially with 3 rounds of the 200 of the 100 and another 2 of the 200. So, and she did say, Shelly-Ann, that she wasn't as young anymore, so she needed more time to recover. There is a 1-day recovery period for the 200. So, I mean, but Shelly, even though she does have a 200 world title, she's not, it's not her specialist event, you know, but she is sporting a new wig. Oh, Jesus, this is one long.
Full green
wig for Shelly-Ann. Remember growing up, like wearing a wig used to be something that people used to hide, no? People are so proud.
Proud of it.
So guys, please give us a thumbs up. Please remember to give us a thumbs up if you are here watching. We're only at 16 thumbs.
With 28 persons. Come on, guys. This is the girl that I was thinking about, Jamfeds. Seni. She's the next one. When you see she come up on the screen, look at her.
All right, so she's in what, lane 6. Oh, for sure.
You see that one?
Yeah, yes.
It's a man that. I'm gonna ask.
No, it's a big it's a problem. You know, it's a problem, this thing. These athletes who are not so feminine, you know. Shelly-Ann is looking radiant in her new wig. And she'll have Marie-Jose Talou to battle with in this race. And Seni, well, we're questioning her appearance. to be interesting to
And
see
they're
where.
off. Shelly's up good. This girl Seni is doing very well as well. But Shelly has cut the stag on everybody and out in front and easing down. Seni is putting all the running, so Shelly will come second. And Rosa third, as I call Rosa would have been one of the qualifiers as well.
Yeah, so Shelly ran a very hard first 100 meter, and then just coming off the turn with Seni. Seni is the athlete who we think is a DSD athlete, and Seni, well, looked very powerful as well. Huh? Shelly was comfortable, but that Seni person, as you said, CDE, is showing that, you know.
So man, that me not ask.
Me have to laugh, you know, because Shelly and Shelly put out her hand to shake her hand, meaning that you're not one of us. So at first, normally the women athletes they hug each other. Shelly put out her hand like to shake the person's hand. To sort of acknowledge that, you know, your muscular structure is not one of us. So.
And it's quite obvious.
I mean, if when these athletes start to run and win, it is going to become more of a problem. For now, you know, we sort of turn up.
Why wait until it reach that point?
Exactly.
Okay, so we have the triple jump women about to start. We have Trisha Smith. Is it Trisha Smith?
And that was a national record for Sydney. So she's coming to form 21.98.
We have 3 women in this, you know. Women's triple jump.
Yeah, women's triple jump. 3 women.
Williams and Smith.
Smith, Ricketts, and Williams. And of course, the triple jump, you know how that works. They get 3 jumps first, and then the top 8 get 3 additional jumps. So that's how it works for the final. And in terms of the triple jump, I'm going to look at the season's best. Akila Smith's season's best is 14.36. Only one lady in the finals has gone over 15, and that is Venezuelans Rojas, who is the favorite to win again.
Yeah.
But behind her, it's an open field because it's between 1436 and 1479, the athletes who have what they've done this season. Kimberly Williams has jumped 1462.
There's somebody with a 1492, you know, that's the American athlete.
Yeah. And Ricketts has
RG
52. So in terms of season's best, I think Akila Smith is coming in with the weakest of the 12 athletes. She did a personal best of 14.36 this year. But Kimberly Williams is ranked 4th in the world, and Ricketts is ranked number 2 in the world. So let's hope that
Ricketts is the closest to 15.
Yeah.
All right, so just an update here for the 3rd place playoff Jamaica has scored.
That's against
Costa Rica. We're in extra time now. So the first triple jump, she muffed the first jump. So that's a foul jump. And that's from Akila Smith.
the guys have got more subscribers than likes, which is very weird. So if you're here, remember to hit that like button and support the channel. And of course, we're looking to see Abby Snyder coming up. She's the girl that's creating a new buzz in the United States.
There's not supposed to be this long a break between the heats, though. And they're actually doing that the first round at the jumps.
Yeah, I think what happened is that because it's a finals for the triple jump, they gave them that introduction. So that's one of the reasons they tend to break from the races, to give them their moment of glory.
So Rojas just made her first jump. I'm waiting on the distance to come up.
So all three Jamaican women progressing to the finals. Shelly-Ann finishing second in her semifinals. Elaine finished second in her heat, I should say. And Sherika Jackson winning hers. And now we're up to heat 4 of the women's 200 meters. And it's a heavily African-based race in this one. Asha Smith is here, though. There's Bass from Gambia. There's Nekubi from South Africa. And there's Gator from the Bahamas. Now, Gator, you will remember, she was adjudged to have false started in the semifinals of the 100 meters. So she
I hope lightning doesn't strike twice here.
She felt undone by the officials. And we saw that happening with Devon Allen as well, where they maintained that they did not false start. So let's hope that Gator will, be able to put her 100 disappointment behind her and come out and do well. It's very difficult to make it to your semifinals of a world championship and then to go out on questionable false start decision. But as you know, a simple twitch, as CD said earlier last night, could cost you your spot. So there's Tamara Clark from the US, Asha Smith from Britain. Those two should be comfortable in this race, but we're looking at Gator as well from Bahamas to see how well she'll do. She has done 22.47.45 this season, so she is doing well.
Set. Off. Clean start. The athlete from America, Clark, is going pretty well. Asha Smith just getting into a running now. Pulling up on the American, and Gate on the outside is coming through as well. So it's going to be Clark, Asha Smith, and Gator.
All right, so that's some good news. Gator. Clark actually got a brilliant start. Asha Smith was left in the blocks, coming off the turn in front and really pulling away. Asha Smith looking to be made ordinary, and then a very good finish by Gator from lane 8 to qualify. The top 3 go through, as well as the next 3 fastest losers. But Clark looking very good in front of her home crowd. 22.7 2:27 the flash time. So all over, I think the American team is really, they've gone through a sort of low desert-like stage, but I think we can see evidence that the American track and field program is right back to where they want it to be. I think that they'll be up on the Jamaicans to challenge by Paris 2024. That's for sure. But, we'll see. But Asher Smith was made to look quite ordinary, even though, as I said, in the heats, when you're an experienced athlete, you don't need to use up all your energy to.
It's just to do enough to get qualified.
And the high jump is in progress, and Barshim has cleared his height. And Barshim has really been dominating for a number of years now. So he just cleared 2.27 meters. Barshim has cleared.
I think that should take him to the lead.
Well, he has cleared all so far, so he's joint leading.
If I'm not mistaken. Is it Wheeler? That's what guy's name.
And the Italian clearing as well. So, men's high jump is in progress. Women's triple jump is in progress as well.
So see the Korean athlete go over there. That's Wu.
And I've just been hit with limited ads.
Queries.
Yeah.
YouTube just too.
Man, they've killed everybody's motivation. You notice it's like a desert for him.
Things you can do on other platforms without any ramifications that happen on YouTube. It just because I posted the finals last night, the 200 finals last night with a song on it on TikTok, and it's up over 600 views already.
And the American athlete has cleared the high jump as well. So quite a number of athletes clearing 2:27, which is no joke in terms of high jump height.
No. I'm kind of all over the place now because I'm seeing different things going on.
Yeah.
We're back to the track now for Heat 7, Heat 5. Sorry, 5.
So Wu from Japan, Barshim, they've all cleared all their heights so far. And Heat 5.
So I'm calling the 3 athletes from this one should be Steiner, Kambunji, and the Cote d'Ivoire athlete, which is Kone. I think those 3 should get through this heat.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see Steiner's entry into the world stage. So while you can only see the pictures, says Iselin Gale. Because of copyright issues, Iselin, that's the challenge that we have with YouTube threatening to take down the channels that show the images. So that's why you are not able to see the races. But for those who don't have live commentary or access to live commentary, we're keeping you up to date on what's going on, and especially on the Jamaican performances and those who are also of worth to be mentioned, like Abby Steiner is in this one. Should be interesting to see Steiner versus the Kambuji sisters. But hit
So
the
set
button
they're
if
off.
this is the first time, Iselin. Please hit that subscription button and give us a can.
Kambunji's out in front. And this is a surprise now because the athlete on our inside, which is Abby. Abby is making a run for it. So Abby is going to take it. Abby, Kambunji, and who is that third? So Nigerian athlete. Okocha. So it's USA, Switzerland, and Nigeria in that order.
So Abby Steiner looking good.
Yeah, but again, she looked like she was running flat out.
When
all the other athletes were easing up like at 60 meters out, she was still going flat.
Well, it took her a longer time to control that race to get in front of Kambuji. Kambuji is no slow coach.
No. So even up to here, and that's like 40 meters still left to go, she was still running flat out, and Kambuji is easing down. She didn't start easing up until like about 15 meters out.
I have to say I'm a bit disappointed in the show being put on by the Americans. I would have expected something a lot more, you know?
Yeah, but it's could have qualified or something.
No, I meant the organization of the meet.
Oh. Well, there's some things I don't understand, because even in the finals, you see them running to the athletes and giving them some medals which are fake medals.
Yeah, some fake medals.
Shelley was even asking if the medal real. And I haven't seen one medal ceremony.
Well, that's the thing. I was wondering if those were the official medals. Ricketts there, having her jump in the triple jump. Let's see if that was a good jump. It seemed to have been a good jump for Ricketts. And it's close to the 15-meter mark. So let's see what the measurement is.
Yes, good.
15 highs.
Just about 15. Might be 1498.
Her back
1499.
And Ricketts, I can tell you, let's see. World leading time for Ricketts. 14.89, and
wow, that's brilliant.
She takes the lead of this triple jump finals now, the Jamaican. She goes right in front after her first jump. So
I remember I did say she was the one closest to the 15-meter mark of all the other athletes. Separate and apart from
Rojas. Rojas saved some of her big jumps for the last rounds, but Ricketts on her first jump, the Jamaican, takes the lead in the triple jump final. So that is excellent news.
That's the
Where-
Cuban athlete there. I think she somewhere mid 14, maybe 14, 15, 1450 or thereabout.
That's another American clearing the high jump, but a very strange technique he has for the high jump. Heaven Hope TV from Korea is here. Greetings to you, my friend. Thank you for your time, Zach.
All right, so just another update here. We are now at the 120th minute, which are meaning the last minute of play. Jamaica still leading 1-0. Goal scored by Kalisa Van Zanten in the 102nd minute of play. And we have Barshim. No, this is not Barshim. That's the US athlete.
Yeah, he has a very weird way of clearing.
Weird.
It's almost like he stopped mid-air, broke his body, and then over. But it works.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to able to do that at a higher marker though.
Unless he was trying some showboating that time.
No, I think that's how he jumps. That's the second time I see him doing it. I think that's how he jumps.
And in the discus, we have a Jamaican who is actually in Group B. So we'll keep an eye on her performance as well. So there's quite a number of field events going on at the same time today. And it's actually Samantha Hall who is in the Group B of the discus throw. So the 12 best performers will qualify. We had the round Group A that went a bit earlier, and now it's Group B. So Samantha Hall is a Jamaican in the discus throw in Group B. All three Jamaican women qualified for the 200 meters. I think there's one more left.
Yeah, the final heat coming up now.
And Roas is psyching up herself because she senses some danger from the Jamaican. So let's see how she's going to respond in this triple jump. And it's a big jump from Rojas. Big, massive jump. And that is going to push
over
her
15?
Right, well over 15 meters. So Rojas responds to the Jamaican in 15.47.
Wow. It's going to be hard to beat.
Prandine is in this one, the American. It's the final heat of the 200 meters. There's also Anthony Strawn in lane 8. Anthony trains with MVP. She's representing the Bahamas.
And I think after this event, all that's left is the 3,000 and the 8,000, I think. The 800, is it?
Yes. Well, we have the heptathlon for women, 800, and then there is the men's steeplechase finals and the women's 1500 final. And in
okay, so they're off in this final heat of the 200. Athlete in lane 4, which is Prandini, seems to be going best. The athlete out in lane 8 has pulled up. That's the Bahamian athlete. And the athlete in lane 2, that seems to be the Nigerian athlete, Ofili, came through and won it. over the American Prandini, and Beecher came third. Beecher is Australian.
And she was really going well, Anthony Strawn, before she pulled up at the end there. That's bad news for the Bahamas. Bahamas have been having a nightmare championship. They got some disqualifications. Stephen Gardner, their best quartermiler, he was injured. He couldn't start the 400. And now Anthony Strawn, who is their best sprint hopeful, she pulls up in the 200. Gator is still there, though. Gator qualified to the semifinals.
Yeah, so there's still a bit of hope for them.
And of course, Shawnee Miller looked very comfortable in the 400, but it's going to be a battle between her and the athlete who has some question marks over her head again. Paulinho, also of Dominican Republic, she looks solid in the 400 as well.
But the Nigerian did make a big push, you know. She did make a big push at the end.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Prandini looked a little bit tight at the end of the race, like she was tightening up.
So in terms of the running, that's it for the Jamaicans. But they're involved in quite a number of field events at the moment.
Triple jump. Wow, she's a real bad pull-up. Yeah, she did tighten up at the end. She was tightening up at the end. So probably not the best form from her. I'm seeing Rojas now. I think this is the jump that you saw earlier. Right, this is the jump you saw earlier.
So tomorrow there's no morning session. As a matter of fact, there are no more morning sessions until Saturday. Or is it Friday, the 23rd? Well, your Friday, but my Saturday.
Better you go day 8. Go by the days.
Yeah, day 9.
So day 8, the only morning event is the 35 kilometers race walk.
But on day 9, we have the 100 hurdles for women, the heats in the morning, and then
the shot put for men, that's the decathlon.
Right. And then the 100 hurdles finals for women will be on the last day, and we'll end with the 4x4.
Yeah, but remember that day 9 as well. There's another afternoon event, which is the 4x4 men and women relay heats. The 800 finals for men. The 4x1 men and women final as well.
That's right.
So day 9 is going to be a real smashing day.
Interestingly, they decided to end with the 4x4 as opposed
which is usually what ends. No, the 4x4 is what normally ends most track events.
Yeah, but they change it with the Usain Bolt. They changed it to a 4x1 clearly for marketing purposes. But you would have thought that with Shelly and with the triple Jamaicans in that relay, it could have been the blockbuster event. But I guess the Americans are not going to want to end their championship with Jamaica winning. They clearly are the favorites for the 4x4. So you could see where they would have pushed for this lineup.
But remember, we did beat them in the women
Yeah,
Was it the
with
last World Championship or the last Olympics?
Novlin Williams
Right.
in the 4x4. And I think we have the talent to challenge them this year with Candice McLeod, who is doing very well.
Yeah.
McPherson seems to be back and doing well. And of course, Cherokee Young, well, she's the fastest Jamaican this year, but hasn't been running as much as or as well as the build-up suggested. You know, I was expecting a lot more from her at both the national trials and these games, but there's still time.
So just an update. At the end of full time and extra time, Jamaica has taken third place, beating Costa Rica by 1-0. Goal scored by Kalisa Van Zanten in the 102nd minute of play.
And our restriction has gone. Leonardo Martinez is laughing. I don't know if that's a friendly laugh or a spam laugh.
Could be spam 3 times in a row. All right, so we're going to stick around for the triple jump because we have interest in the triple jump.
And the women's discus is on going as well.
So that's it for the track for tonight. No, I was going to say for tonight, but no. I think there is still
There's a three. I think
the 3,000, the 800, and the 1,500.
Interesting with Kipyegon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see if I can tell you what's happening in terms of some of these events that are currently going on. Samantha Hall, she had a foul throw in her discus. Her first throw was a foul throw. She's the only one who has a foul throw so far. So she's not off the mark in the discus as yet. In terms of the triple jump, Ricketts is in second. She jumped 14.86. Rojas is in the lead at 15.47. And then Ricketts' second attempt was 14.86. Her first attempt was 14.89. Interestingly, Rojas jumped identical marks in both her first and second jump, which is 15.47. And then Kimberly Williams, she is currently in 5th place. She has jumped 14.29.
I think it's safe to say we should get a medal in this one.
Yeah.
At least a silver. Because I don't think anybody's going to better Ricketts jump.
She didn't do so well in her first jump, and she's currently in 10th. And Lafond, well, she didn't start. So Ricketts is in second, and Williams 5th at the moment in the triple jump for women. And in the discus, well, Hall is not yet off the mark. And let's see what else we can tell you. Up next on the track will be the 800 for women's heptathlon. And if they're running the 800, then I think that's actually the last event in the heptathlon, the 800 meters. So that will be the end of that competition there.
Well, everybody's clearing this height.
Yeah, the high jump is very competitive. so far 230. There are 3 athletes who have gone over 230. There is Wu, the Korean, and Barshim and Patsenko from Ukraine. And of course, I suppose that people would be interested in that Ukrainian athlete, you know. But so far, Barshim, that they have cleared identically all their heights so far. So they're joint leaders of this high jump tournament. So Samantha Hall is coming up next for her throw. So she'll want to have at least a positive throw on the board. And, well, the American has cleared as well. And he is...
Give me a second here.
McEwen. He is really having fun. So guys, as you come in, please like the stream, like the live stream, and if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do so. We're keeping an eye on all things Jamaican, everything that's happening at the World Championships. So as you come in, leave us a comment to let us know where you're watching from, and feel free to let us know how you're seeing the event so far. So we have some spammers who have joined the chat. Let's try to get rid of those messages. All right, so let me tell you what's happening at the moment. Sorry about that spammer. So Ricketts from Jamaica is second in the triple jump. And, well, I can tell you that Williams has now faded to 6th in the triple jump, but Ricketts still hanging on to second. She jumped 14.89. Rojas from Venezuela is leading there. And Akeelia Smith, well, she's in 10th at the moment. So Akeelia needs to try to finish in the top 8 to get an extra 3 jumps. As far as the discus is concerned, let's look and see what's happening. Samantha Hall, remember, she had a foul throw on her first attempt. She is coming up. Well, I'm not seeing her. Did she drop out of the tournament? I'm not so sure. But she...
Who is that?
I'll quit the tournament because her name is not coming up anymore. But it's there, but there's nothing beside her name. She had a foul jump at first. And here is Rojas. She's leading, and she's psyching up herself in this triple jump, as she always does. You know, with Rojas, she is going to put on a show. She always puts on a show.
Yeah, we have another one in the chat. Let me
Okay.
just get rid of this person. Bye bye.
YouTube need to do better with these things. Huh? All right, so here's Rojas. Let's see what she's going to do. No, 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 no. That's not a good jump at all. So she won't be improving on her mark. Is Big Mike blocked because he's still...
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing because I know I blocked it.
Yeah, and it's saying he's hidden, but... So, let's see Harrison in the high jump. He has faltered down to 9th position. And I think he has a really interesting way of jumping. Let's see if he's going to use the same technique to jump in this high jump. Nope, he won't clear it and he's out of the competition. So it seems as if Samantha Hall, James Wong is saying, I need more moderator. Mod me and handle it the rest of the show. All right, thanks, James.
No.
Oh, it's a
Yeah, man, don't do it. I'm catching them fast enough.
all right.
It's okay, James. We're okay.
Tell us where you are from and give us a thumbs up as you come in. Where are you from, James? Because sometimes people are not really real, you know? So tell us where you're from and what you think about the championship so far. So Samantha Hall, I think, is out of the discus for women. I'm not sure if she's injured or what, but she is out of the discus. She had a foul throw, and I think she has, dropped out of. Yeah, so James is in fact a spammer.
This is what I can't deal with. YouTube not doing enough to block these things.
Yeah. So it's real people or is it computers that are doing it? That's
More times than not, it's people that set up bots to do it.
right.
So as soon as you block one, you see the next one pop in. Because it's just like a script them have a run. You can expect to see more too, because when I see them come in, so
Like they know where you are. So let me give you an update as the last event for the heptathlon is on the screen. Oh, well, Samantha Hall has had her first throw validated now. I thought she had dropped out of the competition, but now she has had her first throw validated. It's not very good. It's 56.95. So that puts her in 12th place. So Samantha currently in 12th place in that discus competition. Remember, she needs to finish in the top 8 to be able to advance. And currently in 8th is a French woman, Michon, Melanie Michon, who is in 8th place. So that and well, Hall is not so far off. She threw 56. She needs to throw at least 60 to hope to be in the top 8 to get 3 additional throws.
Here comes another one.
Oh no, she needs. Oh no, because this is the group B. So sorry, I'm telling you wrong information. She needs to be in the top 12 across both groups. So the top 3 qualify from each group, and then the 6 next best throw. So she's gonna have to improve on her mark significantly to hope to go through. And I don't think it's gonna happen for her because we have Vita, Pudence, and Perkovic who have qualified as automatic qualifiers. And then Samantha Hall, well, we'll see if she has another throw, but it's I think that's it for her. So it's all about the spammers tonight.
I already blocked him on YouTube.
All right, so.
Wow, the athlete just fell to the ground there. 800 meters is not an easy race, you know.
Well, it's a heptathlon, so you know that it's after 2 days of competition. So
Everybody's on the ground. Every single athlete is on the ground.
yeah, that's what the heptathlon does to you. Seven different sports that you have to compete in: throwing, jumping, running, hurdling. You know, it's very difficult.
Yep.
I don't understand how these people are so numerous. And I'm not even getting a block option. Is that normal?
And I'm getting is a hide user from channel.
Exactly.
So I guess we're gonna spend the rest of the show just a black people. Because that's what we're gonna come down to.
That is it. Let me just see where the triple jump is. Well, Ricketts is still second in the triple jump. Ricketts is still in second. Her third attempt is not an improvement on her fourth attempt. On her second attempt, I beg your pardon. And now, well, it's going to be the 1500 meters for women. And that's going to be some fireworks in it because there is Kipyegon of Kenya, Segai of Ethiopia is there. So that's going to be a battle royal. So in terms of Jamaica, we're just looking to see, what will happen with the triple jump. Let me tell you what's coming up tomorrow. So tomorrow, the championship continues. Tomorrow is going to be day 5. So there'll be the 400 hurdles for women. And let me tell you where the Jamaicans will be in that one. We have Heat 2. Interestingly, Sydney McLaughlin, the world record holder, she'll be running from lane 8. She's in Heat 1. Then Heat 2, there's Genevieve Russell, who is in Heat 2. Her personal best is 53.06. That's a medal hopeful. And then Heat 4 is Shean Salmon. She has run 53.82 this season. She's going to be running from lane 2. And then our third entry is Rochelle Clayton. She has run 53.90 this season. And she is going to be running from lane 2. So Salmon and Clayton will be running from lane 2 in heats 4 and 5. And in heat number 2, it's going to be Genevieve Russell, who is going to be up competing tomorrow in the 400-meter hurdles. Also on tomorrow is the semifinals for women. And I'm going to give you the starting lineup for the women's semifinal, the late draws. The lane draws are out. In the first semifinal, it's going to be Sherika Jackson again. She's in lane 5. Kambuji's in lane 6. The Bahamian Gator, who falls started in the 100 meters, she's in lane 8. And then Seni, who is the Nigerian, she's in, I almost said he, lapsus. She's in lane 3. And then Prandini is in lane 4. So this semifinal is going to be very, very competitive because there's Prandini, there's Jackson, there's Kambuji, and there's Seni, who is that athlete who seems to be a DSD athlete. So that's semifinal 1. In semifinal 2, Elaine Thompson will be running from lane 6. Masilinga is also in that one. Masilinga is in lane 5. In lane 4 will be Dina Asher-Smith, and Tamara Clark, the American, who looked very good today. She will be in lane 3. So this is going to be competitive as well. Clark, Asher-Smith.
Yeah, that's good. It's going to be a cracker.
Thompson era in lane 6. So that's going to be interesting there. And then the third semifinals, which is the weaker of are the weakest of the three, but it's going to have an interesting matchup because Shelley and Fraser Price will be in lane 6. Abby Steiner is going to be in lane 5. So Afili of Nigeria is in 4, and Suarez from Ecuador is in lane 3. So Shelley and Fraser Price probably getting the best of the or the easiest of the semifinals, I have to say. Only Abby Steiner has gone sub 22. Well, Abby Steiner and Ophelia has gone 21.96 this season. So you would expect Steiner and Fraser Price to come through from that one. The second semifinals, it's going to be tricky. Asher Smith, Masalingi, Clark, and Thompson Hira. That's going to be interesting. We can do it saying, what's up with the chat? Wow. Yeah, we can do it. Lots of spammers coming in. And then semifinal 1 with Kambuji, Prandini, Jackson, and Saini. That's going to be a ding-dong battle as well. So that's the lane draw for the women's 200-meter semifinals tomorrow. I can tell you the men's lineup as well. The men's semifinal has Johan Blake in the first semifinal. So I think We Can Do It is going to be a spammer as well. I just feel it.
Yeah, man. I'm just wait, you know. I'm like already I wait.
Sir, I have a question. Johan Blake is in lane 1. That looks to me like a goodbye for Johan Blake because lane 1, he said the audio is cutting out. I'd be very surprised because I'm using.
No, the audio's not cutting out.
Johan Blake is in lane 1 in his semifinal. Fred Curley is in that one as well. He's in lane 6. Dan Beal is there. Pambule and Ogando. So it's going to be difficult for Johan Blake to progress from lane 1. Semifinal 2, well, Noah Lyles is in semifinal 2. And then semifinal 3 will be Rashid Dwyer in 3. And Knighton is in lane 4. So I think in terms of semifinals, Johan Blake is going to have it very complicated running from lane 1, especially given his current form.
Another thing who just failed to clear.
Also coming up will be the finals of the 400 hurdles for men. Jael Hyde will be running from lane 7. So Warholm from Norway is running in lane 4. Karsten Warholm. And then Dos Santos, the Brazilian, is in lane 6. Jael Hyde is in lane 7. It's going to be very complicated. Rai Benjamin is there as well. He's in lane 3. So Jael Hyde would have to run the race of his life to be able to hope for anything in this one. The good thing is there's Trevor Bassett in lane 8, the American, and he has gone very fast this season. So as a matter of fact, he's the second fastest time this season. So that could be a good gauge for Jael Hyde. So We Can Do It. Get rid of him.
Okay, I'm already, you know. So maybe when you do it after that, it'll open them up back.
I don't think I've ever seen this many spam. All right. So that's what's coming up tomorrow. In terms of what's happening now, I can give you an update. on the triple jump for women. That's the one we're interested in. Ricketts is still in it. Kimberly Williams as well. Williams has dropped down to 7th though. Nugent is, Achilles Smith is out. So Ricketts is in 2nd. Looks like she might hold on for the silver, but there's still 2 more jumps in this one. And Kimberly Williams has faded to 7th, but she has 2 more jumps as well. High jump still going on. Here's the Italian, and he has cleared.
I'm seeing McEwen, that's the American athlete, failing at 2:33. So the person who have cleared 2:33 already is Barshim. That's the Tambury. That's the Italian.
Tambury, yes, and Patsenko from
Ukraine.
So I think McEwen has 1 more attempt and Wu has 1 more attempt. And it's gonna be
I'm seeing Wu going now. Attempting 2:33. Cleared.
So Wu is over. So the discus is finished, and Hall unfortunately finishes 14th in her group, and she's out of the discus. So the high jump still going on. Triple jump still going on as well.
God, here comes another set.
But this one we blocked earlier. This was the very first one who came.
I had enough. I think they're adjusting the bar now. Next on the chat is what, the 1,500 meters? Or the 3,000 steeplechase, sorry. 3,000 men's steeplechase. This is another race I don't see the purpose of it. You're running, you're jumping over water and all these things. I can't fathom the purpose of it.
So we're still very much watching what's going on.
I don't see one medal ceremony.
I was wondering if those medals were real. So Oh, the steeplechase is on now.
I'd have checked the schedule right when I don't see any slot for it at all.
Yeah, I was saying that I wasn't very happy with how the championship was going. I mean, okay, I know it's a world championship. It's not as grand as the Olympics, but I find that they've been quite ordinary. The officiated is
Mhm.
ordinary. The showmanship is very poor. There's no little like, I mean, look at the women's finals. The build-up was so ordinary, as if nothing was happening. Because, like, I think they started recently where for the finals you would see them come out of the tunnel and do a little dance or something, and
Yeah, there's nothing like that. There's no little.
yeah.
And you know, we're going to hear at the end of the day, we're going to hear that it's the best one that was held because you're going to hear all of that crap.
Yeah.
Number one, with them, it was in which one was it? Tokyo, where the track, them illuminate the track, and you see them the thing I go around the track.
Yeah, it was Tokyo. That was so good.
Yeah,
It added something extra to the whole experience, you know? It was showing that track and field also can have a showtime and something interesting. The lighting in the track, it was really good in Tokyo. So, guys, if you're watching what's happening, it's the steeplechase that's going on at the moment. Kenya, of course, in the lead. This is their bread and butter event. And in terms of the running for Jamaica for the day has ended. Just looking at the interest in the triple jump at the moment.
Barsham is over. Barsham is cleared. And I think that's 2:34, is it?
235.
35.
So the triple jump is winding down. Ricketts still has a silver medal position. Kimberly Williams is seventh with one attempt to go. So this is the men's steeplechase that's going on at the moment. And then there's going to be a little bit of an explanation between Ethiopia and Kenya in the women's 1500 meters. That is expected to be a battle royal. So, Barshim, I think this is the one that he goes over the 235 that I'm seeing now. And Barshim's dominance in the high jump continues.
I just saw athlete hit the bar in the background of the steeplechase. Someone hit the bar and trying to clear 235. Not sure who that is.
But Kimberly Williams now still in 7th place, having jumped 14.29, and she's running out of jumps, Kimberly Williams. But Ricketts might be giving Jamaica its first field medal at these championships. She's looking solid in 2nd place, 14.89. And Hernandez from Cuba has done 14.70. And then the American Franklin, 14.53. RG from the US, 14.49. Thea Lafond, 14.43. And then Kimberly Williams from Jamaica has done 14.29. And her last jump is 13.99. So Kimberly not finding her feet at all in the triple jump. But finishing in the top 8 is the objective. That means that you're in the finals in the triple jump. And now it's really Ethiopia versus Kenya, as usual, in the steeplechase. And that shows there's a French athlete who is now up there in the lead with the Kenyans. I'm going to try and get the name of that French athlete in a minute.
There's a lot of pushing and shoveling.
The pack still close together in the steeplechase.
The French athlete is Belhaj. Wu has cleared 235. Wu has cleared 235.
Wu versus Barshim in the...
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
And now the strategy, a lot of pushing in this one.
And they are talking to each other. You can see the two athletes up front were talking a while ago. Martos, where's Martos from? Martos is from Spain.
Long distance strategic. France is still there. Kenya is there. Spain is there.
Someone fell at one of the jumps. So we still have Ethiopia up front. It's a Kenyan who fell.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the name just after Kenyan.
It's difficult to recover when you fall in a steeplechase.
Steeplechase, yeah.
So much energy out of you.
And I think they're down to the last lap now. Here comes another spammer. I'm not going to give that person a chance because I know it's a spam.
Yeah. There's an American in it as well.
Whoa, and another fall. Whoa. Another fall. So they're pushing now. I think this is the last 200 meters. And the Spain athlete seems to have taken the lead. No, that's not Spain. That's more. It's hard to keep up with all of these people.
Well, the Ethiopian plan has just imploded. Lots of pushing in this race.
Yeah. Bacardi has taken it. Bacardi has taken it. Is that Moroccan?
And the Ethiopians have had a shocker with the falling and the staggering.
Yeah. Is this Morocco? Yes, Morocco. What got me was the abbreviation that they use on the site. They have it as MAR.
Yeah, that's Morocco, because it's a French country, so they spell it M-A-R-O-C. That's the name of the country, Maroc.
Well, that's not what he has on the front of his jersey.
Who would have thought that Morocco would get the steeplechase? El Bakou. And now I think this is jump number.
And he is celebrating. Watch him. He's celebrating.
Rojas up now for jump number 5. And after her jump, everybody will have one remaining jump to go.
This thing is just so tacky. They're going out and putting on these false medals on the people.
Yeah.
Italian is going up now, trying to clear 235.
It's another no jump from Rojas here. So one more jump to go in the triple jump. And unless some big jumps are pulled out on the last attempt.
And he failed. He failed it. He didn't clear the jump. Didn't clear it.
So it looks like Ricketts is now the favorite for the silver medal. But everybody still has a jump to go, and anything can happen on the last jump. But Jamaica...
If she gets silver, I'll be very happy.
So only one more event left on the track today. The other events are field events. Triple jump still in progress. High jump is still in progress. Barshim is still in it. Wu is still in it. And now it's the final round of the triple jump, and I think once that's finished and we can maybe confirm a medal for Jamaica, then we're gonna call it a night. But we're sticking around to give Ricketts our total support. So Morocco taking the steeplechase ahead of the Kenyans and the Ethiopians. the final results of the steeplechase. So it's Morocco that won. El Bakali from Morocco won. Ethiopia's Germa was second, and Kipruto from Kenya was third. Whale from Ethiopia was fourth. And then Jaga from the United States finished sixth, but it was all about El Bakali from Morocco. Mehdi Belage, the French runner, he came 13th. So France having a disastrous game as well. And so let's look over the triple jump and see what's happening. Ricketts is still in second place. I can tell you Kimberly Williams will not improve her position. So Kimberly Williams 7th in the world at triple jump. Lafond has gone 14.56. So at this point, the lowest Ricketts could finish is 4th. That's the lowest she could potentially finish, but I expect that she will hang on to this silver medal.
We have Wu going up now. Up and misses. I'm still trying to verify if they're still at 235. But I think they should be up above 235 now.
But yeah, they have, there's,
237. So the first attempt at 237 failed. So I think Barshim is going next. No, that's the Ukrainian going next, it looks like. So first attempt at 237. And from what I'm seeing, it seems to be just the three athletes, which is the Barshim, the Ukrainian, and Wu.
Here is Hernandez from Cuba. Hernandez needs to get a very good jump in order to prevent or to get into the medal. She's currently 4th, and this is the last jump that could prevent Ricketts from getting a medal. And after this, then it would just be a case of what color medal for Shanika Ricketts. Here's Hernandez. She is running up to the board. He stuttered that time. That's not going to be good enough. So Ricketts is a medalist. Jamaica has won a medal. Now we're going to see if Franklin can jump ahead of Ricketts for the silver medal, or if Ricketts will.
Just in the same breath, the Ukrainian failed to clear 237 in his first attempt.
So Shanika Ricketts has got a medal.
Yeah, I'm seeing Franklin up now. Come Franklin, anywhere below 14 at 89.
Well, Protsenko from the Ukraine, it seems as if he... All right, let's go back to the triple jump, because this is Franklin, the American.
She went over 15. Damn, she went over 15. But it's fouled.
Can she jump ahead of Ricketts? That's the question. Is it out, no jump?
I'm still trying to see if it was a no jump. She looked a bit disappointed in one go. Barshim now trying attempt 237.
Franklin is a no jump. So
Clear.
Rick has got a medal, and it's going to be minimum bronze medal for Ricketts. Social engineering is saying what's the 3,000 meter time for the steeplechase.
That just ended.
It was won by El Bakali in 8 minutes 25 seconds 13. Germa second 8 minutes 26:01, and Kipruto third 8:27:92.
So just to tell you, Barshim cleared 237 at his first attempt. He cleared 237.
So Wu and Protsenko, they've failed at 237. Barshim is over. He continues to dominate. And now Ricky has an opportunity to transform her silver medal into.
Oh. Yeah, she's going to take silver. She's going to take silver.
Which would be a very good performance, because losing to Rojas, I mean, it's no loss at all. You're welcome, social engineering. You're most welcome. Ricketts, final jump, 1480. So she won't improve her line, but excellent. Jamaica gets a silver medal. Good going, Shanika Ricketts. Silver medal for her.
And the American took the bronze.
And the American Franklin took the bronze with Rojas, 1547. Knowing Rojas, she will try and get another jump, her final jump. But Ricketts, absolutely fantastic going by Ricketts, and Jamaica adds another medal to its tally.
So that's 4 now?
So that's 4 medals for Jamaica, all on the women's side. And here is Rojas' final attempt. She is really a show woman, Rojas is.
Woo! Just short of the championship record, it seems. And she was well behind the board, you know.
Yeah, it's very close to the record that time. But Rojas getting another title, adding to her Olympic title from last year. And so good going by Jamaica, adding another silver medal. That's our second silver in these championships, and it's coming in the field event. So that is always most welcome.
Attempting 237 failed. So he failed at his second attempt at 237. And I think he's reached his limit. So this looks like a certain gold medal for Barshim again. We'll try to keep you updated with it. All sports. Let me just give you the score for the final of the US of the CONCACAF Championship, the Women CONCACAF Championship. between USA and Canada, currently 34 minutes, still nil all. USA and Canada nil all after 34 minutes.
So the Korean Wu he did very well all night and has cleared a lot of heights. 237 looking to be quite challenging. He failed again at 237.
I'm trying to remember. Has the World Championship gone to USA before?
No, this is the first time.
Has it ever been? Well, it's not poor job though.
I'm worried about the Olympics in Los Angeles. So Barshim champion again. High jump champion Barshim.
Must say congratulations to the girls because we had 3 finalists in the triple jump, which is exceptional.
Yeah, and 2
in the top. We had 1 medal. We had 3. Right. So Wu making his third attempt at 237. If he fails this, then Barshim doesn't need to go again. So this will now decide gold or silver for the high jump. Here he comes.
All right.
And no, he fails. So that's it.
So he is out. Wu is out. The South Korean gets the silver medal. And so Barshim comes yet another title.
I think Barshim might be going. I don't think he has to jump.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to jump again.
Work is over for the day.
The Korean athlete did very well.
Very well, and just barely knocked down that bar at 237. So good going from Wu from South Korea. Only one event left. It's the 1500
That's
meters.
The 1500 meters.
It's going to be between Segai and Kip Yegan from Kenya. Those are the 2 danger women. So we'll probably just keep an eye on it and then we'll say goodbye, but might as well. It starts in another minute. Kip Yegan, Faith Kip Yegan, who prevailed at the Olympics, Segai from Ethiopia. And it's going to be 3.5 times around the field. And Barshim continues to be the king of high jumping.
The viewers are going up. Guys, remember to hit the thumbs up.
Are watching, you can give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, you might want to do so before we end in another 10 minutes or less time.
Yeah, so 3.5.
So Aman is saying, give us the race. We can't show you the race because of copyright reasons, but we're telling you what's happening. It's the final race of the day. The lane draw is not so important, but I can tell you that Faith Kip Yegan is there. There is Godaf Segai from Ethiopia who is there. Hailu from Ethiopia. Perez from Spain, Sinclair Johnson from the United States, Britain's Laura Muir is there as well. And so there are 13 athletes in this race. the 1500 meters final for women. And it's going to be a battle between Faith Kipyegon and Godaf Segai. But somebody else might want to have something else to say about that.
I'm not seeing who else can actually have a say. Those are the two front runners.
Also, we told you that for tomorrow, there is the 400 meters finals for 400 meter hurdles men finals. There's a Jamaican, Jahil Hyde is in that. Then there's the men's semifinals. Jamaica has two athletes in the men's semifinal. Johan Blake, he's running from lane 1 in his semifinal. And Rashid Dwyer, he's also there. And then the women's semifinals. The women's semifinals, those are going to be a ding-dong battle because semifinal 1 has a number of top quality athletes. Let me tell you who are the athletes who are in the semifinals of the 200 for women tomorrow. Semifinal 1 has Sherika Jackson, Kandini, Steny, and Kambuji. Those are the 4 in semifinal 1, as well as Gaita from the Bahamas. So that semifinal is overloaded with speed. Semifinal 2 is also going to be very, very competitive. There's Elaine Thompson, there's Masalingi, there's Dina Asher Smith, and there's the American Tamara Clark in semifinal 2. Those are no slow coaches. And then semifinal 3 will have Shelly and Fraser Price meeting Abby Steiner. I think that's the first time Abby will be meeting one of the top Jamaicans. So that's going to be very interesting as well. The 1500 is off, and immediately the Ethiopians have taken control and are going.
It's the Ethiopians and the Kenyans. There's also who is that there?
Well, already there are 2 trains. So
The Great Britain athlete.
The stagger is going very, very fast. There are 4 athletes who have broken away from the train. There
2 Ethiopians, the Kenyan and the British.
Hailu and Fade. And Barsham is going to attempt 239.
Wow. Wish him luck. And they're flying in this 1500 meters.
Yeah, the pace is very, very fast. Here's Barsham going towards his, and he fails to clear it. Fidel, welcome to you.
It does have three jump attempts at it though.
It's an explosive 1500 meters. The 2 Ethiopians, the Kenyan, and I think that's a British athlete. They have broken away.
They've separated now. So it's the Ethiopian, the Kenyan, and the British athlete.
The pace is blistering. And I think that's the strategy to start really, really fast and see who has the kick to the finish line. Segai is leading. Kipyegon looks comfortable in second place. Lara Moore, my French is affecting my pronunciation. Lara Muir, she's in third, and they have now left the second Ethiopian. Segai doesn't look comfortable, you know.
No, she doesn't.
Very comfortable. Segai
and she's breaking out. The Kenyan is breaking.
I know.
And I tell you, the British athlete is losing wind as well. If she's not careful, she might not place turn.
The race of her life. The Ethiopian has fallen away. So it's more Kipyegon and Segai. We expected the battle royal for the first 2, but Lara Muir from Britain is staying with them.
She's on pace at world leading time. If she can stay above that line, world leading time, I think she has a world leading time. 3 minutes 52.96.
I'm moving away. She looks good, Faith. She looks very good. I don't think they're going to catch her today. Third guy is in second. Lara Muir has run the race of her life in third, but it's all about the Kenyan. She is on a world leading time just behind the championship record. She won't get the championship record, but Kip Yegan will run the fastest time in the world this year. 3:52.96. Wow. And Faith, definitely one of the greats. Welcome to you, Carol Oluok, who is putting up the Kenyan flag, it seems. Is that the Kenyan flag?
I should think so.
So Kenya demonstrating their talent once again in the distance running. The second Ethiopian totally fell apart. The pace was just too hot to handle. And I have to say that Lara Muir from Britain, she did very, very well.
Very well, right.
Bronze medal for Great Britain. And Kip Yegan has now the complete. She has the complete medals from her Olympic gold, you know, as her World Championship gold. Very impressive.
Congratulations to Kenya.
Did not have it. And the Ethiopian, well, the pace was just too hot.
I'm noticing the thumbs up going down.
Yeah, I don't know. They might come back. Happen sometime.
It was up to about 18 a while ago, and I see going back down to 13.
Yeah, one day I lost everything and then it came back eventually. So Faith Kipyegon, world champion. Our first goal, says Carol Hullock. Congrats, Carol. Congrats to Kenya and, of course, to Faith. Well done.
So Barshin didn't make any more attempts. He just collected his medal.
Well, I don't know if those are real medals or fake medals.
These are fake ones. Which I consider real tacky. I guess that's their thing because they're not having a medal ceremony per se.
I've never seen a championship without a medal ceremony.
Yeah, it's really tacky.
I'm very disappointed in the organizers. I mean, come on, this is the great USA, greatest nation on earth. They should be able to put on a better show than this. And I mean, even Eugene got it. Eugene Stadium is so small. I mean, I'm not sure they should have been granted such a big event with their small stadium. But that's how it is. Guys, before you leave, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscription button before you go. Tomorrow it will be fireworks on the track in the women's 200 and the men's 200 as well. And there are 400 hurdles to be run tomorrow as well. So there's still a lot more to come from the World Championships.
Yeah, so that's it for the championship for tonight.
So big news of the day is that Shanika Ricketts is the silver medalist in the triple jump. That is just excellent news. Jamaica picking up medal number 4 and the second silver medal of these championships. Congrats to Shanika. And of course, good going from Kimberly Williams. She finished 7th. So congrats to our athletes and
So hold on. We're here saying that we don't say the thing that, and I'm seeing one now. So I'm seeing the Jamaican girls lined up to collect They're official medals. Unless they're holding the things after them break the transmission.
Potentially. And I see some of the athletes are jumping in the in the steeplechase water. One just took a swim. I think it's the winner, El Bakari. He just went down into the water of the steeplechase. I don't know if the US is as hot as it is in France at the moment, but our temperatures here, it's very...
Shelly gave a story that she was sweating profusely and she was worried about her wig. Because she said if it came off in the race, she would have gone down. Because she couldn't have afforded that embarrassment.
Because the glue can melt, I suppose.
Yeah, she said it was really hot and the wig was giving her some issues.
All right, so thank you guys for making it. Jam Fet, please, you can head over to our show as well. That's the link that's pinned in the chat. And this is where I'm going to take my leave. It's 5 o'clock a.m. in France.
Whoa.
The CDE TV, you can check out his channel as well, guys. CDE TV. The CDE.
May I look for the link? Hold on. And I see the ladies coming out now, so we probably can just go through this. The ladies coming out now for their medal ceremony, it seems. And it's the first one I'm seeing. And unless I miss the others, it's the first one I'm seeing.
Yeah, I might not be able to see that because I think I'm losing my feed now.
So Jamaicans are all for the 100 meter.
So that's the link to CDE TV, guys. You can hop over to his channel as well.
I'm trying to make out what that they give them a stuffed animal and I try to make out what it is. And probably the mascot for the tournament.
Yeah.
Mixing, no matter with the foolishness. That's how Elaine look all the while.
I'm not seeing it. Oh, mixing a team, Shelly.
That's a big hop up for Shelly there with the podium tall. Climb up the big door. She had dance. Hey.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Maybe I can head over to Trackers to see if they're showing it.
She was mixing. She was at the back. That's how pensive Elaine always looks. That's how she always looks.
Yeah, she's
Jamaica
always...
anthem. Big up Jamaica anthem.
She's always more withdrawn than the others, that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't think Elaine is so much for people person per se when it comes to things like this.
Yeah, she's not like the showboat in time.
Come Shelly, the bother start back.
I'm not
Come Shelly, fix the wig. Make a record it and send it to Japan. Make a rewind it and record it and send it to
Okay.
Coupon teeth. Boom. And what did them do to How you mean? Come, the trailer jump up on top now. Yeah. Yeah, you see, Elaine have this little fake smart thing what she always do, and that more fast that's it. See, all of them are dance together, you know. Them good, man.
Oh, I think I can see a feed now.
You getting it now?
Yeah.
The man that talk about him go asylum.
Tell you we do nice though.
Tell you. Alright, so I think you can call it now.
All right. I mean, all the comments are talk about Elaine and oh, they don't look like they with Elaine. People just relax. I'm looking at the Facebook comments and all the people that on is, oh, Elaine don't look happy. They don't look like they want Elaine to be there, blah, blah, blah.
I tell you, people start handing them something the other way. You know. Spread rumors. I'm telling you, say Elaine good, man. And that's just Elaine expression all the while. I've never seen Elaine any different than how she's been now. That's what I just see. Even when she win, you can see like she have force for try to smile and laugh.
Yeah.
I just see that.
Tango Records.
All right, I got jump off now because
all right, guys.
TV jobs some question with them asking and try to win some money.
Come again?
TV jobs, I'm gonna ask some questions after the show where they can win, give things and so forth.
All right. All right, big up yourself, CDE.
Yeah, bless up.
From
Big up everybody.
And thank you guys for making it jam fit once again. See you tomorrow. And stay safe. All right. Big up yourself, Triangle Records. 1, 2, 3. So we said, we want to do it again in the 200. You see me? All right, guys. Big up yourself every time.